Hey everybody, it's Greg the Gamer. If it's Monday, it must mean we have another developer diary. This one is on, quote, small features, but I think these small features are going to have a really big impact on the game as a whole. Now, these features that are below this will drop as an update for everybody. For the base game, it's not linked to the DLC. So, all good things. The meat and potatoes of this is that the AI is getting a rework, which is very much demanded, I think, by the player base. So, more specifically, when we're talking about rework, we're talking about how the AI uses its forces to concentrate force when it attacks along a front. So, right now, the AI will create a front and engage their forces evenly across the border, right? So all these forces are going to be hitting this front roughly evenly, and the AI has done a pretty crappy job trying to, specialize certain victory points, supply hubs, ports, that sort of thing, and to prioritize that. And the AI does a good job of building tanks. But they don't know how to use tanks, right? So they don't know how to use tanks to concentrate force to pierce through the line and try to get some encirclements and things like that, like a human player would. So this update to the AI is going to try to address this. The AI will now look at the entire front when it starts to engage. It will also look at your forces where they see weak points, and they will work to exploit those. So if that means trying to punch through with an armored core to break through your line, to grab key victory points or supply hubs and potentially encircle your forces, they're going to prioritize that now. And you as a player are going to now have to figure out how you're going to counter that. So I do like that a great deal. So that is hugely needed for the game. You can see here some of the kind of the logic that maybe the AI would be using for its front during the start of Operation Barbarossa, and you can see that it's prioritizing major cities like Minsk, supply hubs, and also ports. This is really, really cool. It's getting the AI closer to a human player, and it's going to make the game more challenging and more fun, I think. So, well done, Paradox. This is a huge update. So you can see here a little bit more detail regarding the same thing. Again, the AI will continuously update its tactics based on what it's seen on the front and how you react as a player. So if you try to counter them, they will maybe try to make opportunistic attacks somewhere else in the front where you're weakest. So yeah, all very good things. All very good things. Few things here, along with the special projects developer diary that drops a couple weeks ago. There is a change to transport planes. So I don't know how many people actually build transport planes. They were awesome when they were first added for being able to supply your troops in bad supply zones, but they were nerfed quite a bit. So this is actually going to be changing that, and transport planes here are going to be gaining more range, a lot more range. So you'll be able to paradrop paratroopers and supply your troops even further than you can currently. And as you can see, the technology continues to increase along with your regular aircraft. So pretty cool stuff. It's probably going to make transport planes a lot more useful again. So all good things. Another change they're making is to fortifications. So right now, as you all know, you can build up to a level 10 fort on any tile that you want. There is a reduction. I mean, it's really not worth your IC after 5 fortifications. Really, if you look at it, where you could be putting that IC into recruiting new troops, building new weapons, that sort of thing. Having said that, what's going to be happening with forts is you're not going to be able to build level 10 forts or up to level 10 forts on any tile in the game. They're going to be hard coded to stop at 5 fortifications, and then through your new tech tree, there'll be options in the tech tree and focuses you can take through your focus tree to potentially increase the fortifications that you can build on certain tiles like mountains, coastal, urban, that sort of stuff. So you can see here there is a new branching fortification engineering section of the tech tree. So you'll be able to go down here and to increase your fortifications if that's your sort of thing. So I don't usually build fortifications all that much. Maybe coastal fortifications for areas where you know that the AI is going to naval invade a lot. So, but overall, I usually just put most of my IC towards building, better troops. So, also we do have a change to provinces. So you can see they're getting in kind of an update here. So we'll have a province, and then inside of that province, if you have a major city, for instance, then you will have a specific smaller section of that where you can tailor that, and you'll get state modifiers for the overall province. So example, for instance, is Hanover here. You can see then the city of Bremen, and has its own little tab now, and you can build fortifications in the city of Bremen as well as naval dockyards and supply hubs, that sort of thing. But then, of course, with the state modifiers, I believe this is where the dams that were addressed will be potentially. So yes, you will have an opportunity to have dams in the games, and they will have a few benefits. They will make building factories more efficient and or build quicker, and the factory output will be vastly boosted for factories in that province with a dam. Now they can be busted with dam busting technology, bombs, that sort of thing from bombing. So you'll need to protect your dams from rupturing, and if they go, I can imagine that's going to hugely impact your province as a whole. Factories can't make guns and bullets when they're underwater. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. Now, command power cap is changing. So I believe right now you can go up to a max of 120 or 140 command power, I believe. So what's going to be happening is that is going to be being reduced. And you can see that your command staff here, as it goes right now, every time you hire somebody to your command staff, it takes away from your command power creation potential. And you can see this is just being reworked a little bit. So long and the short of it is that you won't be able to get 120, 140 command power anymore. Dams here, yeah, so basically just what I mentioned. You won't be able to build these right now, but apparently there'll be an option in the focus tree to potentially get more dams in certain provinces, or you simply start out with them in the beginning of the game. Next up is landmarks. So certain tiles in the game are getting historic landmarks, which are pretty cool. Like you can see London down here with Big Ben, or I guess it's the Victoria Tower, and Big Ben is the bell, right? I'm not British. Somebody is. Let me know in the comments down below if I got that correct. Anyways, you'll be able to see landmarks on the map now, like the tower here, the Eiffel Tower in France, probably the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin, Statue of Liberty in New York, that sort of thing. And what they're going to do is they're going to add national spirits to your nation. So you'll get little perks to your nation for having those landmarks. Now, if your country is defeated or loses that tile to conquest, you will lose that national spirit. And the invaders won't gain that national spirit. It'll be just specific to your nation. So pretty cool stuff. I like it. It adds more flavor to everything, and I like the landmarks showing on the map. I think that's pretty cool. So kind of state and province UI, kind of minor fixes and updates here. Again, this is just kind of going into depth here of what we talked about above. But you can see again, so Brandenburg here is the province, and then underneath the province you have Berlin as the city. And you'll have some options. You can see you can build specific fortifications inside the city there, and the modifiers of the city, like for instance, weather will be different in the city than maybe in the province, and so on and so forth. So pretty cool stuff. Next up is kind of a change to area defense, which I think is pretty cool. So there is new buttons being added. You can see on area defense here, you do have a front area defense button, as well as supply hub and the special projects facilities button. So it's really kind of anyone's guess exactly how this area defense for a front would be useful, but you can see down here they have that set up, and it is connecting to the borders. to add that area defense. Now, what I was thinking this could be useful for is you would have your main forces on the front, and then you would have your forces in reserve behind them, and you could set them to area defense. So, for instance, maybe like Barbarossa or something like that, if the enemy was able to bust through your initial front, they don't have an open open road all the way to Berlin. You would have forces in reserve in this instance. So maybe that's what that could be useful for. Also, right now, when you do area defense and you say protect supply, it is looking at the railway hubs, it's looking at the supply hubs, it's looking at everything right now. So what this is going to do is this is going to change and have the AI prioritize supply hubs as the point. So they'll, drop troops and protect that supply hub. And again, special projects here. So you'll have your special projects facilities that you'll have built in certain provinces, and this will prioritize defending those. And kind of ending here, there's just some more kind of flavor or change to life options here in the update and stuff, which I really like. So for instance, look, horses with different colors. This is pretty cool. They didn't have to do this, but I appreciate it. So it just adds more realism to the game, and I love it. You can see we have different colored horses now. Isn't that great? I really does show that the devs, they really do love this game. Their heart is in it, and they didn't need to do this, but they did it because it adds something to the game. And again, all of these updates and changes are going to be for base game at launch, I believe the 14th of November, along with Go to Damaron. So you don't need to buy the DLC to get these changes. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's analysis of the Dev Diary. If you have, give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Helps us grow. I'll have new Dev Diaries out for every week until Go to Damaron launches, and I drop HOI content regularly. If that sounds good to you, consider subbing to the channel and helping us grow our community. All right, guys. I've been Greg the Gamer. Have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon.